I give my short story, I give them my closing statement, I'm like, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. They're like, I just want to think about it.
Is you gotta look the part to recruit what you want.
Welcome back, and we're just gonna jump right into it. You wanna recruit good people? Hell, I gotta follow my own advice, right? To grow my own business. And I'm not gonna share with you things that don't work. So in this episode, you are gonna learn how to recruit the best version of you. So first, let's talk about standards. Because if we're gonna recruit somebody, we gotta set some standards, right? When you wanna get a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you have some standards. So the first question most girls will ask you is, how tall are you? Are you 7'8", 6'2", 3'11"? Those are their standards. Now over time, when they don't get what they want, they slowly drop their standards inch by inch by I don't know why I said that, man. I like to have fun with you, alright? But you gotta have standards. Some guys, their standards is, hey, they need to know how to cook and clean or have a 6-figure income or whatever it is. Some girls are like, the guys have to cook and clean and have a 6-figure income. But you need to have those standards. But the first question you need to ask yourself is, can you recruit who you are? So what are some tips you have on recruiting?
First tip about recruiting is you gotta look the part to recruit what you want.
Okay.
You gotta be the person that you want to be.
All right.
So you gotta look the way you want someone else to look.
Okay.
Because if somebody's come dressed better than you for the job,
What?
then they need to be your boss.
Damn, you right. You right
know?
on that.
So, I mean, it's just being that person that you want to attract. You almost got to be like the celebrity of the place, right?
Right.
You know, so like if Beyonce or Kanye were to walk in that place, right, it'd be a whole swarm of people, you know, based off the way they look, the way they dress.
So you're saying like they
presence.
should be confused with the boss. Like someone should walk in there and be like, yo, are you the boss?
Yeah, they're
Right.
confused by the boss, then it's going to demand attention.
Damn, all right.
So you got to demand people's respect and attention because with your presentation is the first thing they see before you even speak.
So when you say attention, can you do me a quick favor and use your right hand and tell them to hit that like button?
Yeah. Whoop.
And then smash the subscribe button with the left hand.
Swoop.
Boom, swoop. All right, I feel it. Thank you, appreciate it, man. Now I'm gonna give you a scale of 1 to 10, and we're gonna take out the number 7 because 7 is just a safe number. So there is no 7, so there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, skip the 7, hop over to 8, 9, 10. So if you were to rate yourself on a scale of professionality, on a scale of punctuality, on a scale of business, on a scale of office presence, on a scale of looks, what would that average be? Now if you say a 6, that means you shouldn't expect to hire a 10 or a 9 or anyone that's way above your recruitment level, because if you can't show them that you're a 10, you'll never be able to hire a 10. If you're gonna go and recruit somebody that feels like they're sharper than you, just like Phil said in the video earlier, they're not gonna want to work with you. So the first step in recruiting is step up your own game. You need to become the person you want to recruit.
Perfect.
Number 2, you need to know what you represent. They always say have a 30-second elevator pitch, right? And it makes sense because if you don't know what it is you represent, how can you recruit someone to come and work for you? Ooh. That's interesting. So if you don't believe in your product, you can't sell it. If you don't believe in your business, you can't sell it. Recruiting is selling the position, selling the dream, selling whatever it is for that person to want to buy in to you. So with every business, I'm sure they already have an elevator pitch pre-made for you. You just got to figure it out. And then once you learn it word for word and you learn the ins and outs of that business, you're going to be able to fine tune it to your personality.
Perfect.
Now, imagine this. You want to recruit somebody to become a manager in your business. You want them to move up in the company. But do they really want to move up in the company? Well, that leads me to number 3. You need to know your audience. Some people are here just for money. They just want to make money and that's it. They don't want to train. They don't want to develop. They just want to make money. Cool. We have a spot for you right here to make lots of money, but you still got to be a good example, right? Cool. The second thing is maybe they just want to be here for the opportunity. You know, they want the experience of putting something down on their resume. Well, we got a spot for you too. Or maybe they just want the whole shebang bang. They want to move up in a company, run their own office, their own sector, their own station, something. Well, we got a spot for them too. But if you try to force feed one of these things to somebody who doesn't have an appetite for that area of your business, then they're not going to be recruited effectively. People are here to make money, number 1. People are here for the experience, number 2, basically building up their resume, you know, getting that 1 to 2 to 3 years experience. And number 3, people might be here for the longevity, the whole haul. Lifers. They're here because they want everything the company has to offer, and you need to figure out which one of these people you are talking to ASAP.
Perfect.
Another tip about recruiting is you got to get in front of them, right? You got to make yourself visible to them. You can recruit face to face. That's called personal recruiting, right? You meet someone that gave you really good service at a restaurant and you want them to work for you. That's one way of doing it. I'll go into detail in another video. Another way of recruiting is Craigslist ads. You're using maybe some like Indeed or Career Builder or something that's going to get you visible to recruit the type of people that you want.
Perfect.
So sometimes people think recruiting ends when the people come into your business and they start working with you. It doesn't end there. You gotta build a solid relationship with them. Now people might say,
Rod, that sounds fake. You wouldn't build a relationship with them if they weren't recruited into your business.
that's why we call it recruiting. Because look, if you have a solid relationship with the individual, it doesn't matter if they go through hard times or good times or a rough day in the store, the field, anything. They're gonna come to you first and you're gonna have the respect because they know that you not only understand them, but you also care about them on their level. So make sure you build a good relationship. If you don't have time to hang out with your guys,
If you don't have time to build that bond with that person you're trying to recruit, then you shouldn't be recruiting them in the first place.
Perfect.
now listen, when you're going into recruiting, you gotta understand, not everyone is going to say yes to your lovely face, okay? Some people are gonna say no, some people are gonna say maybe, they wanna think about it, and some of them are gonna jump on board right away. You gotta know how to handle these types of people that you're recruiting. If they say no, you gotta ask yourself, what is it about me that wasn't able to recruit that individual? Because I really wanted to work with him or her. If they say yes, what is it about me that made them say yes? Because I want to work with more people like that. Okay, if they say maybe, what was it about me that made them say maybe? Because I want people to be more on the yes train. So we gotta make sure that we take accountability with all those three groups of individuals.
Perfect.
Now, I don't know what type of business you're running, but you gotta understand, in my business, in sales and marketing, guess what? Turnover is necessary. Now, we don't wanna have that much turnover. We don't wanna have the crazy amount of attrition, but people are gonna come and people are gonna go. So the best tip for recruiting here, and I'm gonna make this a star power tip. The star power tip right here is recruit people who come ready to play. Like, how do you choose the right people to work with? I don't know, but I recruit the right people because they come ready to play. They come with their batteries equipped. Now, if someone has a toy and they hand it to me right out of the bag, oh, I'm so excited to play with it, and there's a little tag that says batteries not included, I'm like, well, I don't want to play with this. This is a right? So I just gotta make sure that they come with the batteries included. They come ready to work. They come motivated on their own. I don't need to motivate them to get out of bed early. I don't need to motivate them to want to learn. They just came ready to go.
Perfect.
You gotta find out when you filter in the beginning, very hardcore, to find the right people, you end up having the right people later on. If you just try to bring on anybody and everybody because you need bodies, you need just bodies in your office, bodies in your business, then you're gonna find your time is gonna be spent chasing this one person, herding this cat, throwing this cat over there. It's gonna be a lot of trouble. It's not gonna make the recruiting process fun for you at all.
Perfect.
I mean, so recruiting can be very scary. Recruiting starts with the ads and visibility you put out there. You know, your website, your YouTube channel, your Instagram, ad space, Craigslist, whatever it is you're trying to put yourself out there and do. The second thing is, hey, you gotta be able to be a really good interviewer. You gotta have interviewing questions. You gotta know how to turn the tables when you need to. You gotta learn how to challenge a candidate when you it helped me out a lot is that people are more inclined to accept something or follow through with something that they had to put a lot of work and energy into. And if you make it too easy, then easy come, easy go. You make it too easy, you're so excited, you feel like you found the one, and you're like, oh dude, you're so awesome. Oh man, you're the best. Guess what happens? They'll be like,
Yeah, I am.
and then they'll never show up for the next interview. They'll never show up for that new hire paperwork. So you gotta make sure that there is a level of difficulty, that there is a little bit of a curve that they need to handle in order to be able to earn that position with you.
Perfect.
And also just a little thing about like looking the part and being the part. A little story. So when I started in the business that I was in, I had like a fresh Range Rover, right? A limited edition Range Rover, just whipping it, going crazy, bumping my music, my rap music and everything like that. And then I had a candidate come and work with me. He was on his first day interview, just a shadow. And dude, we were bumping the music, we're talking about partying, nothing professional at all. Dude, we went out into the field, we smashed it, we killed the field. We came back back, and then after I found out he didn't show up. I'm like, hey, well, that's weird. Then the next person I took out didn't show up. And the next person I took out didn't show up. And then I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Guess what? I found out all these people reached out to me after, and they said they found a better position. They were more inclined to want to party with me, date me, be my best friend, but they didn't feel that their future was secure in my hands. So you know what I started doing? It was either some boring country music just in the background while I talked about straight business, nothing personal, nothing crazy, or I just had the music off and I just asked them a lot of interviewing questions, getting to know them. After that, my retention skyrocketed and I was able to hire a lot more sharp quality people. So I want you guys to understand that what Phil said in the beginning, you do attract who you are. If you want a team of 10 people in your office, if you want a business of 300 people, you gotta become the person. You gotta become the man that can lead 300. You gotta become the female that can handle 10,000. It doesn't matter what the number is, whatever you want, just become that person. All right, and just remember, like Phil said, hit that like button right over here and subscribe right over here. Don't forget to hit the bell notification just so that you guys can catch all the new stuff that are coming out, because sometimes YouTube wants you to watch whatever they want you to watch, but I don't want you to miss out on what we gotta get going on over here. You take care.